Hi there, Facebook love. Good evening. Today is the first full day of Passover as well as Maundy Thursday. Some people call it Holy Thursday. It's a beautiful spring day. I stood in line outside of the grocery store for about half an hour this morning, and then it took almost an hour to shop today, which I'm getting used to. So I bought lots so I don't have to go out too often. I hope everyone's well. And if you're celebrating this pensive week, I hope it goes beautifully for you. I have a couple poems for today, but before that, I had a creative burst today which didn't come to a fully fledged piece yet, but it was mostly about Maundy Thursday and what it means to me and to the way that I grew up feeling part of a blessed community, and how I felt present and treasured and coddled and didn't even realize that that was special until many years later. So thinking back to potluck suppers at St. David's in Glenview and the general hilarity of Jell-O molds and chili and slow cookers and sitting through chapel services and just basically being kind of a church rat when I was a kid. And while I still adore my church family, I also have a beautiful tribe of artistic souls and musicians. So anyway, it's coming, but it's not done, so I'm not going to share it today. What I did think about a lot is the idea of Passover and also of today and the Last Supper and the symbolism of sacrifice. So the poems that I chose have some beautiful images that make me think about that. But if you are a faithful person and you're thinking about the symbolism of this very important week, the first image of sacrifice that came to me is the symbolism of the sacrifice itself. It mustn't be something that is simple to give up. It must be something painful. The firstborn, the most beautiful, best part of what you have produced. That's a sacrifice. The image of Passover of the Jewish people not having to give up their firstborn during the terrible plague and the punishment of losing the firstborn. I think it was the firstborn male child in the old story. And the sacrifice that Jesus made, this radical rabbi who had done nothing wrong except kind of be difficult, challenging people's beliefs. He was, sacrificed symbolically to save the entire world, whether they believed in him or not. That's a really beautiful image. So I have a very small poem first, and then I have a longer one, so I'll be clicking around on a screen while I read. But here is a shorter one by Kimberly Blaeser called The Way We Love Something Small. The translucent claws of newborn mice, this pearl cast of color, the barely perceptible, like a ghosted threshold of being, here, not here. The single breath we hold on the thinnest verge of sight, not there, there. A curve nearly naked, an arc of almost, a wisp of becoming, a wand, tiny enough to change me. The way we love something small. This other one is by the beautiful and pithy Sandburg. He wrote this poem in 1936 during a period of great transformation, but he's hearkening back to another period in America of great transformation. This one is about Lincoln, and it's called From the People, Yes. Lincoln? He was a mystery in smoke and flags, saying yes to the smoke, yes to the flags, yes to the paradoxes of democracy, yes to the hopes of government, of the people, by the people, for the people, no to debauchery of the public mind, no to personal malice nursed and fed, yes to the Constitution when a help, no to the Constitution when a hindrance, yes to men. There, we're back. I'll back up a couple lines. Each man fated to answer for himself. Which of the faiths and illusions of mankind must I choose for my own sustaining light, to bring me beyond the present wilderness? Lincoln? Was he a poet? And did he write verses? Quote, I have not willingly planted a thorn in any man's bosom. I shall do nothing through malice. What I deal with is too vast for malice. Death was in the air. So was birth. From the People, Yes, by Carl Sandburg. What a muscular writer. A muscular Chicago writer. I really love what he talks about here, and I love the idealism and the beauty and the smokiness, the gray space of imagining what it is, this active creation, this government that we, the people, are part of. We have to stay involved. We have to speak to the people that we elect. We have to elect them, actually. We have to actually show up and actively choose our leaders. And sometimes, even when we choose who we want, they aren't doing what we need, and so we have to hold them accountable. And if we've ended up electing someone that very few of us actually want, we still have to hold them accountable. I am a very muscular citizen, and I hope that you are too. I hope you're thinking about this Holy Week and sacrifice. I stood in line at the grocery store today, and my eyes filled with tears. I felt deprived of my fellow. I wanted to be around people. I wanted to speak to them. I wanted to look at them softly. I wanted to see them. I wanted to be seen as a person and feel how painful it is that we are separated. The poem that started today but didn't finish had an image of banishment. It's like we're banished from each other. We aren't respecting our earth. We aren't respecting the animals, the environment, and things are going wrong. And we're part of that, all of us. And we have to make changes. So I give you Carl Sandburg talking about Lincoln. And I give you Kimberly talking about precious, tiny, significant things. Bless you on Maundy Thursday and the second night of Passover. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.